In this chess video, we are going to look for some amazing chess tricks and traps in the Greco gambit, which begins with the move the Italian game. Now, Italian opening is one of the most famous opening where black responds with bishop c5. Now, bishop c5 is one of the popular response. Now in this position there are a lot of variations. In this video we will cover for some amazing response and that is playing c3. Now you might say that the knight can come into place. Why we play c3? The knight cannot go there, right? Well, c3 is a very nice move because it helps in controlling the center. Also, you can anytime play d4 and attack towards the center. That's why c3 is a important move. So, if black goes with knight f6 and try attacking it, now you might say, let's play d3 and defend it. That's your choice. You can play d3, but in this position, a very nice move is playing d4. Now you might say d4, you just give up the pawn, where you think that black can just take the pawn, you will take it back and attack the bishop. Bishop will give a check. You will develop the knight, and ultimately black can take the pawn, right? And it is going to create a pin like this. So you might say that black is winning over here. Well, it appears like black is winning, but actually black is not winning. What you can do, you can castle first of all. Now with castling, what you are doing, you are just allowing black to take the knight. Now if black takes the knight with the knight, thinking that I will take it, he will take it back and further attack the rook. That's his plan. Now over here, I will discuss for two variations, playing queen to p3 or playing bishop a3. Now we'll go with the move queen to p3. With queen p3, I'm attacking the bishop and at the same time attacking this. So over here, if we goes with bishop take on a1, then that's a blunder because you can take the pawn and attack the king. Where the king has two options. If king comes to f8, you go with bishop to g5. The rook is attacking the bishop. The knight is supporting the bishop in attacking the queen. So if he goes with tactical response like knight take d4 attacking the queen and the knight, where he thinks that I will take the knight and queen can take the bishop, that's his plan. Over here you can play queen a3 check. King will take on f7 and you can win the queen. So we'll go back. In this position, this was a check where king comes to f8. Now king comes to e8. Then it's easy, play bishop g5 check. If the king goes to d6, then you have to play queen to d5, the checkmate. Okay, otherwise if he tries to play the king back, then what you can do, you can easily take the queen. So ultimately that's a easy win for you. Now we go back once again and we discuss for queen p3. Okay, we'll discuss for another one, that is bishop a3. Once again, if black takes the rook, then once again it is easy. You can play rook e1 giving a check. The bishop is controlling this way, this bishop is controlling this way. Where the knight goes to e7, you play rook take on e7, give a check. If queen takes on it, then congratulations, you win the queen. Otherwise, if king goes to f8, and that's a big blunder because you can play rook take on f7, which is supported by the bishop along with bishop at a3 giving check. Now, if the king goes to g8, then rook to f8 or rook taking on the pawn are checkmate. Otherwise, if you think that king can go over here, right, then also you can play queen to e1 check, where queen will come out, you will play queen take on it and give a checkmate. So that were all the traps in the variation where he decided to take the pawn. Okay, so if you will take the pawn, then you know how you can counter attack. Now we'll discuss for another variation. If bishop goes back, now what you will do? Okay, so over here for beginning the trap, you have to do one inaccuracy. That is taking the pawn. That is an inaccuracy. Although that's a equal pawn, I mean free pawn which you are taking, well, black will take the pawn. If black takes it, then it is a blunder because you can play queen d5 and give it a checkmate trap. Now, if bishop takes on it, give a check. You can play king to e2 with no worry. Ultimately, you are just giving a checkmate threat, so black has to castle. Otherwise, there will be a checkmate and you can win the knight. Now, if black will not castle and go with another response like knight going back, you can play queen take f7. That's a checkmate. Okay, so we go back over here with queen to d5. If he goes with knight to g5, trying to defend it, you can play bishop take on it and attack the queen also. So ultimately, if black decides to castle, if black will castle, you can win the queen. So that's an easy win for you. Okay, so these were all the chess tricks and traps in the Greco gambit, and that's the end of the video. If you like the video, then do subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.